sister is a nurse. Her name is Owen. She lives in New York. She has 3 children. She's a single mother. And from the month of February through the month of May, they expect this team of people to come to the hospital. They are called the Joint Commission, an accreditation team. I'm sure when an accreditation team is coming to Greensprings School, you know how you all prepare. So at that time, the COVID-19 virus had not started what it's doing today. And my sister looked forward to, the Joint Commission coming. She was anxious. She was like, there are several units under me, but I'm prepared and I can't wait for them to come, because they don't tell you the day that they'll show up. So by the time Joint Commission came, they were there for like 5 days, did their job and they left. They only come once in 3 years. So you can imagine how important their visit was to my sister. She did the best she could. Everyone in her unit did of course, they gave their all and it went well. And she had told me, as soon as Joint Commission leaves, I'm going to take 2 weeks of vacation. I think I've put in too much. That time we were still relaxed. Okay, there's this virus coming, or it's somewhere in China. It's far from us. So my sister took her 2 weeks holiday. She took her 2 weeks vacay. And guess what? During that time, the numbers started to go up. This was early in March. We just had an index case in Lagos. There was this Italian man that had come. I'm sure you all know about that story. And he was like, oh, there's just one guy that has a hand. We're still doing the elbow bumps. And we felt, okay, we're playing about it. And we felt we go. So during those 2 weeks, I became concerned when I saw that the numbers were rising, the cases. And we're talking about ventilators not being enough. And people dying in the United States of America, the superpower of the world. So I said to my sister, I summoned up courage one day and I said, okay, fine, I'm happy now that you're still home. Your vacation is still running. But in a few days, you have to resume. I think you shouldn't go to work. She said to me, yeah, no, I can't wish that. I said, why? She said, because my nurses are looking up. I took an oath of office. It is time to go fight the virus. I said, okay, is there a cure? Is there something that you know that you're not telling me? Is there a vaccine? I know you should know something. Find out from the doctors, call them. She said there wasn't anything. It was a virus, but she was going to deal with it. At that point, I knew, okay, there's nothing more to do. She's not listening to me. My sister is going to go anyway. So I started to pray like I've never prayed before in my life. I started to put her in prayer because I was like, this is a single mom. She has 3 kids. What if she falls ill? What will happen? Who will look after her kids? I started to pray. She said, I'll be smart. Yeah, I'll be smart. I'm a smart person. I'll wear my PPE the right way and I will go to work. So on the first day she resumed, of course, she got me on the phone quickly. It takes about 40 minutes to drive from her house to the hospital. And she started to say, I can even smell this virus. The air is different. Look, New York then was on a lockdown. Then she started to talk to me. I talked to her all through the journey. She got to the hospital. She said, oh, things have changed. So many unfamiliar faces here. They're taking the temperatures outside of it. And there are sinks everywhere and all of this. I said, put on your N95. You have it, yes? She said, yes. Now, the N95 mask is not like the one you and I wear. When you put on an N95 mask, you're supposed to go into a room where a patient is critically ill and has this highly communicable disease. You're supposed to wear it for like just 5 minutes and take it off. But my sister was going to wear it the whole day. I said, okay. Put it on. She said she was going to climb this flight of stairs. She was going to the 3rd floor. This is a hospital that I'm used to. I've been there several times. Whenever I'm in New York, I go to visit her at work. Anyway, she started to climb. And it was like, she was struggling to breathe. I said, okay, get on the elevator. She said, I can't. I don't want that kind of that kind of enclosed space. Who knows what kind of viral load I'm walking into. At this time, COVID-19 was ravaging our earth. My sister got on those flight of stairs and I told her, don't speak, because I could hear she was struggling. I said, when you get to your floor, you can speak, but I'll remain here on the phone. And she did. She got to her office. She was like, okay, yeah, bye. Let me get my PPE on and all of that. So sometimes I did video calls with her. And for those of you that know me on WhatsApp, on my WhatsApp status, I put her up every day because I was like, this is a frontliner. Fighting this virus that we knew nothing about. We didn't know how to treat it. I put a word of prayer out there. I took a picture from her every day and I put it up. And I encouraged her. And she in turn sent those words of prayer. I'll show those words of prayer to our other nurses. Why? Everybody felt it was very important. Mr. Tomilawa, you know, a lot of the people on my WhatsApp know, and how they send me prayers to send to my sister. They fought that virus to a standstill. The day before yesterday, she said, just one person. is not on admission at Woodhull Hospital. Who are they? Heroes, sheroes. I like to call the women sheroes as well. Heroes and sheroes. Everybody felt, oh, frontliner, healthcare sector. Now, let me tell you about the people that are frontliners in the educational sector. You know what you're doing? You are the ones between the gap, filling that gap between education and our children. When I talk about this, I'm passionate. It's like I should cry. You will go down in history, in the archives of history, as the ones that have stood up to fill that gap so our children do not forget all that they've learned. It is not just you walking in Greensprings. It is you writing the sands of history, writing your names, so that when that pandemic struck, you were there, you did not quit your job. And the ones of Greensprings, you members of staff of Greensprings, the teachers, what did you do? When it was third term curriculum, you ran out, okay, third term. Some of you even stayed in your car the first day of teaching. I know there's ICT in Greensprings School. You all taught me to use the computer, whether you like it or not. I say it all the time, unashamedly, unapologetically. Some of you stayed in your cars to teach the children. Some of you, I'm sure you have a sanctuary in your house, your little office. I'm sure you have backdrops and all of that, a table and a chair. And your kids know that when mommy sits here, it is time to teach. You all went from the third term curriculum to the GLR when the Lagos State government or the Commissioner for Education brought out a letter to say, okay, there was no third term. You quickly revised that. It was GLR the whole of May. There was no teaching, seriously. It was like, okay, it's optional. I was like, how are they going to do this? You did it professionally. And that was not enough. The calls started coming in again. We said, oh, no, there'll be a gap. By the time our children go to the US and the UK and Canada, their mates or the counterparts would have done a whole term and we would not be able, our children would have lost all of that time. What did you do again? You ran back. Hey, got the curriculum back, padded as it should be, and you have started to teach again. Ladies and gentlemen, members of staff of Greensprings School, you are awesome people. You are the reason why parents today can sit back and know that their children are being educated. I have 3 of my own. They're in the university. My child is doing something else apart from being in the university. But guess what? We're receiving education, and you all are the reason. You're the frontliners of the educational sector. I want to thank you for your diligence, the professionalism, the dedication, vigor, resilience, despite the fact that you all have taken a pay cut. I don't want you to amount it to any sum of money. What you're doing is priceless. I want to thank you for being frontliners of the educational sector and unsung heroes. Look at it in your hearts. That you are awesome. Thank you. God bless you for the wonderful thing you're doing. Our heroes, one love.